AI is not a search engine. It builds first drafts. That distinction can stop you from trusting an answer too early. A search engine points you toward sources. A language model builds a likely answer one piece at a time. It can sound complete, it can sound confident, it can sound ready, but fluent is not verified. Use AI for the draft. Use sources for the truth. When you ask a language model a question, it is not opening a little library in its head and pulling truth off a shelf. It is using patterns learned from enormous amounts of text to predict what should come next. That prediction can create a sentence that feels natural. Then another sentence. Then an explanation. The result can look like knowledge, but the engine underneath is not certainty. It is probability. That is why AI can explain something beautifully and still be wrong. Not because it is trying to lie, because sounding right and being right are different jobs. The better mental model is this. AI gives you a first draft of thinking. It can organize messy ideas. It can summarize a document. It can compare options. It can translate a technical topic into plain language. It can help you see the shape of a problem faster than you could alone. That is powerful. But a first draft is not the final answer. A first draft is where thinking begins, not where responsibility ends. If you ask AI for a dinner idea, the risk is low. If you ask it for a legal interpretation, a medical decision, a financial calculation, or a claim you plan to publish, the risk changes. Same machine, different stakes. The hardest part is that wrong answers do not always look wrong. They can arrive with clean paragraphs, steady tone, and impressive vocabulary. They can cite a source that sounds real. They can explain a number that was never checked. They can make uncertainty disappear from the screen. That is why people overtrust them. We are trained to associate confident language with confident knowledge. But an AI answer can be confident because the sentence pattern is strong, not because the fact has been verified. OpenAI describes hallucinations as plausible statements that are false. NIST calls similar behavior confabulation, confidently stated content that can be erroneous or false. In both cases, the lesson is the same. Confidence is not a source. So the point is not to stop using AI. The point is to use it with a seatbelt. A seatbelt does not make the vehicle slow. It lets you use speed without pretending speed is safety. For AI, the seatbelt has 4 parts. First, ask where the answer came from. Second, compare important claims against a primary source. Third, check numbers, names, dates, and citations yourself. Fourth, raise the standard when the consequences are higher. Brainstorming can be loose. Publishing needs evidence. Medical, legal, financial, or operational decisions need real verification. The smarter the tool becomes, the more important this habit becomes. Because the danger is not that AI is useless. The danger is that it is useful enough to trust too quickly. Smart AI users do not treat the answer as a verdict. They treat it as a map sketch. A useful map sketch can show a route. It can reveal a shortcut. It can help you decide where to look next. But before you drive across the bridge, you still check whether the bridge exists. That is the difference between using AI and outsourcing judgment to AI. Use it to draft. Use it to explain. Use it to challenge your assumptions. Use it to make the first version faster. Then verify. That final step is not a lack of trust. It is the skill. The future does not belong to people who blindly trust AI, and it does not belong to people who refuse to use it. It belongs to people who understand what kind of machine it is. Not a magic oracle, not a perfect search engine. A fast first draft machine. Useful, impressive, sometimes wrong. So before you trust the answer, put on the seatbelt.